Has social media accelerated it because of the monkey see, monkey do effect, or everyone can publish ideas, or has that accelerated it, and will it continue to accelerate it?
So social media in of itself can be used for good or bad. So in the same way that dreadful ideas could spread, to your point, one can easily argue, but then why can't people who've got the good ideas also use social media as a tool to spread better ideas? So I don't think it's necessarily social media as an inherent system that spreads bad ideas. Now, what you could argue is that there are inherently more, blue-haired Taliban activist types who use social media, and therefore they end up being overrepresented on that medium. But it's not inherently the media. Now, the other thing you can also argue is that to the extent, until Elon Musk came along and bought Twitter, to the extent that those social media companies are run by supremely woke people who banish others who may not share their views, then to your point, you're exactly right. But inherently, in principle, social media could be used for good or bad. I would have never have built the platform that I have had it not been for all of the tools that are afforded to me through social media, right? I mean, who could have thought that when I first started my YouTube channel, right? I mean, you would think I'm a professor. I publish papers in peer-reviewed journals. You get excited as an academic if your paper gets cited 100 times 10 years after you publish it, 100 times. Well, I can get on Joe Rogan's show and there's been 20 million downloads. How does that compare in terms of the speed and rapidity of the information? So again, social media is not inherently nefarious. It's the people who control social media that we have to worry about.
All right, well then let's talk about that phenomenon. Probably the best way to do it is to talk about the Twitter files, which were revealed after Elon decided to buy Twitter, which some people said was not a company. He was actually buying a crime scene. And I've watched the Twitter files come out. I kind of have a vested interest in that because we were censored pretty heavily in April of 2020, and I can get into that later. But what do you see being revealed in the Twitter files? Like you said, I think it's been proven that 97% of the staff members there all either voted or donated to the Democratic Party. So I think there even analytics of showing they were a certain way, even though everyone kind of knew that. What do you see there, Doctor?
Yeah, right. Well, actually, in the Parasitic Mind, there's a section where I break down the political donations, Democrat to Republican, across not just Twitter, across all of the major, social media players. And it is simply astounding. I mean, it's just, it's not 70-30, right? It's 99.2 to 0.08. It's 97 to 3. It's at that level of bias. So you're exactly right. Everybody already knew it. I think all that you're going to get through the analysis of the Twitter files is that people are going to have new hard data to support what everybody already knew. So it's certainly not a useless exercise to go through it, but I doubt that you will see anything that most sane people could not have already told you. I told you so. I already knew that because, I mean, I saw it just, luckily I was never banned from Twitter, but I very much noticed that my voice seemed to never get amplified. I mean, I was completely stagnant for a very, very long time. Then Elon Musk came along and suddenly the explosion of subscribers I had, I mean, literally from one day to the next was just breathtaking. So I don't think we needed the Twitter files to know what was happening, but it certainly helps in terms of building a case of how dangerous it could be to have these companies who control all of our informational flow being lopsided.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.